Hi all, JV here again from InfoHut, and today's issue is the accessory for this device is not detected, and this happens across the board, and there's a few things that we can have a look at and hopefully overcome. So let's get started. Okay, so first up, in regard to iDevice, what I mean by that is iPhones, iPads, iPods, pretty much anything that has a charging cable or something that requires an accessory to plug into it. And that's pretty much across the board with Apple. So first of all, we'll look at what the main type of issue that causes this is. The main issue is that you'll most likely be using what they call a non-MFI certified product. So what that means is MFI is made for iPhone or iPod or iPad, and Apple have strict guidelines where they want manufacturers that do make these types of cables and stuff like that to adhere to a certain standard, where that standard is one, safe for the user, safe for the actual device, and obviously will in most cases work in a way that's not detrimental to that product. So Apple have introduced this MFI certification where you have to actually meet those guidelines. Now, in most cases, you'll see that you've got all these type of third-party sellers of charging cables and accessories like that, where they've found a way to overcome the warning message. And that'll only last until the next update of the phone or device you're using. So be aware that you'll see that most people, they might have bought, say, a charging cable from a service station where that actual cable was working up until an update with that iDevice. It just stopped working. So a lot of people tend to think, wait a minute, it was working, now it isn't. So you just need to always make sure that if you're never wanting to get this type of message, when I say in most cases, 80% of the times, it's because it's not MFI. And the way to know this is that on each box, you'll see that, or packaging of an accessory that you're buying, for instance, a charging cable, you'll see it says MFI or made for iPhone with an actual Apple logo. That means it's certified. Unfortunately, if you're going to be buying it from, say, like an overseas website that seems a bit dodgy, a service station even, you might come across packaging that says MFI, but it actually isn't. So it might work for a certain iOS version and then stop working. Now with that, you can never be 100% sure what you're buying is legit. I mean, even if you went to the actual, the person that was selling it or the worker and you said, is this MFI? They'll have no idea what you're talking about on most occasions, because generally they're just buying from another supplier and they're selling it at their shop. Now, this isn't always the case that creates this type of issue or message on your device. This can also be a fault with your charging port, where I'll just show you now, where you pretty much put your accessory into your device, where it could be clogged, it could be faulty, it could be corroded, it could be many things. You'll have to take it to a repairer and they'll be able to help you out. The other instance could be something to do with your motherboard or a general fault. So if you have to go down the avenue of checking whether it's an issue with the device that might need a repair, always check, is it under warranty? If so, contact Apple. And then if not, you might be able to actually find a more cheaper solution by going to a third-party repairer. So, so I hope this actually helps today. It is a bit of a So hopefully this helps today. It is a bit of an issue. Now, in some situations, what you can do, if you've got that accessory issue, you can restart your phone and it might work for a bit more, but it's no guarantee, because it comes down to what software you're using, what type of chip that they've actually used in the charging cable, and there's so many variables that you can't be controlled over. So I hope this helps. Once again, please like, please subscribe, and don't forget that any questions, drop a comment below. Thanks.